very close thing that doesn't usually happen.
I think the piranha plants can't actually escape the pipes. I've never seen one successfully escape.
Oh, well, okay. Must have just been something I was thinking about.
I'm not the botanist here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about anyone's educational background. I'll let Mario do the talking here. Even though he doesn't talk much, but he does some nice performances, as we can see so far with Phil and Spaceman, making their way through Mushroom Zone. Those little jumps that you can see them doing against the side of the blocks, if you don't know about that, that is a corner boost, which will push Mario forward 1 pixel.
Both runners get the aforementioned jump over the piranha plant pipe with the super jump.
Yeah, very nice. Yes, it's a good point. The color palettes. These are very different color palettes. You have the Mars look on Phil's side, and on Spaceman's side you have I don't know. It's almost aquatic, but I don't know where the purple comes from.
Yeah, it looks a little bit. It looks colder, definitely.
Yeah, definitely looks a bit cold. Looks foreign. Looks like something that a spaceman inhabiting another planet might find.
Yeah, I think our 2 runners are running. Oh, Phil is taking a smooch from the frog. It's not advised. Both runners are running on different systems. I think Spaceman is on the Game Boy Player for the Game Boy. Not the Game Boy, the GameCube. And I believe malkuckn is running on a Super Game Boy 2 on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Which is both perfectly fine and advised, because they are running the game at the exact correct frame rate as you would find it on the original Game Boy.
Right. It would be very interesting to see a match where someone was running on Super Game Boy 1 and someone else on Super Game Boy 2, because in the end it would have to be retimed, and we wouldn't really know the result if it was a close match until we examined it further.
Yeah, we paid attention to those possible differences and just disallowed the Super Game Boy 1 for the tournament.
Yeah. But it looks like Spaceman has about, I don't know, maybe a 25-second lead or so, 20-25 seconds.
Yeah, malkuckn's death was kind of early in the level, lucky for him. So he didn't rake up the biggest gap there.
In between the cowfish, these cowfish in the vertical corridor are endangered, so please avoid doing any damage to them. The other cowfish can be used to farm points or kills or whatever you want to call it.
Single word that type, which is they're not endangered at all.
Okay.
If you watch another run of this, they will be there again. There are plenty of them there.
Unfortunately, we're not going to have a chance. Oh wait, there is another run today. Gosh darn it.
The runners' PBs are a high 26 for Spaceman and a low to mid 28. We are not exactly sure for malkuckn. So Spaceman is the favorite.
And Spaceman just had a very nice strat he pulled off there, ducking on that, first getting a super jump, ducking on that little platform there to despawn the bees, and getting through that level pretty cleanly without generating too much lag.
Yeah, we see malkuckn. He was trying to make sure to set up his super jump correctly there, but I think he held the jump button too long, malkuckn. So that's when you don't get the super jump, but the regular max height jump. While Spaceman is just flying over half of the level, but taking damage there on purpose, so he can spin jump on this block here and grab the fire flower, which he will need for the boss.
Oh, that's interesting. So Spaceman does not do the super jump to get up to that one Goomba before going back down. He just does a normal jump and then hits the Goomba with a fireball.
Oh, are you using a super jump?
Yeah, I use a super jump there. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, super jumps are dependent on how many frames you hold the jump button, so it's a little bit less consistent. When you can in this game, you want to have consistent or mostly normalized jump heights and jump lengths. So doing the normal full jumps is advised in some, if not most cases where possible.
Yeah, but the other thing is that change is the spice of life, and if you just do the same thing over and over again, then it gets boring. So every once in a while, you just want to introduce a super jump where you really don't need one, just to see how far you can go.
Yeah. So no big problems for both runners picking up their first coin, except for that one not too punishing death for malkuckn. Both have been having solid runs so far. Spaceman doesn't have to do much on the level he just left. You just jump into the bubble with running speed and then hold A.
But this level here is very, very cool. I won't explain it because my knowledge is mainly superficial. I know things by looking at them, but I can't explain them, so I'll leave that to Dieter.
It's not too much to explain. It's just the fact that walking on this level is faster than jumping through the atmosphere.
But you also
see that, like if Mario jumps down, he seems to briefly accelerate. It's just a tiny bit faster to walk there.
And then you have that one jump there where you're actually doing a super jump coming down to this little spire here, and that's perfect. Whatever he did right there. I'm not sure what the explanation there is as far as the amount of frames or pixels to not take damage from that spike.
The explanation is that on the side of those spike pillars you have 4 pixels where you do not take damage on either side of the spike. So while walking you have like 2 frames to jump without taking damage.
Yeah, and Phil just getting into a little bit of an issue here. The problem here is all these enemies are going to generate a lot of extra lag, although he does get through without getting caught in too bad of a spot for lag, so he'll still get through the level in around a 6:34 or something. Alright, now you guys can enjoy the Star Song, and they're just going to do whatever they want. It's just an auto-scroller.
Yeah. While the Star Song is running, I'm gonna ruin half of the Star Song by switching the audio to Spaceman because he's in the lead. This level is very long, so we will hear a lot of it.
You could constantly switch the audio back and forth every second or two to do like a remix or something. No, okay, sorry.
I wanted to annoy chat by shortening the time we will hear the Star Song. I'm not sure if I was successful with that.
Oh, I'm not sure either.
Do you want to explain the boss that is waiting at the end of this stage?
Some kind of alien. Not sure what's going on with Tatanga. But the explanation behind this, oh boy, oh man, I'm gonna have to start trying to think about how the boss works. So if you are able to actually get six fireballs off, which requires very tight windows, you can kill the boss without even doing any stomps on top of Tatanga's head. But what you usually get is you either get 2 fireballs and 2 stomps, or 4 fireballs and one stomp.
Yeah.
What you kind of want to do is fly up a little bit and then towards Tatanga, so that when Tatanga is coming down to the bottom of the oscillation, and you're almost in line with Tatanga, you can get the fireballs off in quick succession. I hope that's a fairly good explanation.
Yeah. The problem with that is that Tatanga's iframes are the limiting factor here, so you have to do all of that really quickly. And
yeah, and that
gets it somewhat quickly.
But he's now small Mario, which is not nice.
Yeah, I assume he will take a short detour in the next level and grab a safety mushroom.
Yeah, so you can do it 2 different ways. You can go underneath the first hill underground and grab the mushroom, or you can grab the bunny ears, but I'm not sure how much time optimally that saves if you do it so fast that you can get the platform.
The bunny ear backup optimally loses no time whatsoever.
So not even any lag or anything like that?
Not even any lag, yeah.
Wow. So he is taking the same route I take, just the bottom one.
Yeah, the safety mushroom is something I would advise most. Like, unless you know that the race is super close at that point, then I would maybe go for the quicker backup. Taking the mushroom loses about 4 seconds, I think we've seen before on races. I never timed it, but you can follow during a race and make some assumptions.
Okay, now Phil is also in the same area that Spaceman is in. Phil is Small Mario. He's gonna grab 1 or 2. Looks like he's going to grab the same one that Spaceman grabbed down here.
Yeah, I also wasn't looking at malkuckn's Tatanga fight, but apparently he got a long freeze. That's what I was talking about earlier, when you have to pay attention to Tatanga's iframes. If you shoot him at on the wrong frames, or not within that time window that I mentioned earlier, he will be stunned for about 3 to 4 seconds, which is something you usually want to avoid by being quick at the beginning.
This spot right here for Phil, you have to do a little super jump right there to get up to that ledge, I think, unless I'm doing it wrong. But then you do another little super jump here, hit these blocks, and he hits all 4. You really only need 2, but then you break those and go through the secret exit.
Yeah, breaking all 4 is, making all 4 appear as a safety measure, I think. Sometimes you fall down and have to jump back up, but you can destroy both blocks from the same side, which he still did. So I'm not sure why he revealed all of the blocks.
Yeah, so nothing much to say about this level. Just, as usual, don't die.
Yeah, Spaceman showing off some not glitches there. Like in most Mario games, if you get stuck in a place, the game somewhat at least tries to get you going again. So in the case of Super Mario Land 2, the game just pushes you to the right.
Spaceman coming up to a tight little area here, gets past those spikes. This is a tight jump right there. So you can actually do that so you don't hit that book there, but you have to have the proper speed and accuracy to make the proper jumps, basically.
Yeah, the Macro Zone boss level is somewhat interesting in terms of platforming. It's one of the hardest levels to do. Not really the hardest, but it's the first real platformer level here.
Right.
You have to pay attention to what you're doing. There's a ceiling above you at all times, pretty much.
I think in terms of doing stuff optimally and not in levels that don't have something like swimming, I would think that the boss Turtle Zone level and the Gears level are 2 that, if you do them optimally, are extremely hard.
Yeah. Because, again, one of them is a very tight level, the other one requires super jumps. There's also a difficult section coming up in the first Pumpkin Zone level that we see Spaceman on.
Oh, unfortunately.
Last section with the stairs, yeah, malkuckn took damage there.
Yeah, he kind of got a quick drop into those spikes, so he's gonna have to hop on this rat 2 times and then 3 times. There we go.
Maybe he just wanted to show off quick drops. So that's actually a good place to show them off, thinking about it. So if you run off those platforms with the spikes behind them, you avoid these spikes entirely. But if you do that quick drop, which means you release the run button while running off, walking off, then you will just fall into the spikes.
All right, so Phil going into Pumpkin Zone, and Spaceman is already on level 2. Not really too much going on here. You do get some significant kills here. Besides that, I can't really say too much about this level. Oh yeah, it's the first level where you actually see swimming, so if you want to talk about slow and fast swim.
Yeah, we saw Spaceman getting fast swimming there. Depending on what frame, on an odd or even frame you start your swimming, you can get 1 of 2 swim speeds. And that is just completely up to what frame you're on. So it's essentially random, it's a coin toss. If you notice that you have slow swimming, you can briefly touch down on the ground and start swimming again and hope for a better coin toss. That's all you can do about swimming.
So Spaceman has about 79 kills here, which is perfectly fine. I actually try to make this around like 73 or 75 because I end up getting a lot more kills later on. But I think 79 is a pretty optimal number for most people around there.
Why are the kills relevant?
The kills are relevant because of the faces at the end of the castle. So when you get into the room with the first set of faces, or the first face that is, when you kill him, you get a star, and then the next 2 rooms are completely negligible because you just run through the faces instead of having to do spin jumps on top of them. And I guess oh yeah, unfortunate ghosts there.
Yeah, what Phil managed to, or he tried to make those ghosts, those boos, go out of his way, but he was sadly facing to the left while going up the pipe. So even if you're in a pipe, the direction you enter the pipe and still applies. So they stopped moving like good boos in Mario games should. Spaceman is using a lag reduction strategy there by getting hit by that boo. He doesn't need that power up because he only needs the Super Mario to do that spin jump and grab the bunny ears. A neat technique that we haven't mentioned before, that in this game you can grab power-ups from above if you do a spin jump.
Yeah. Also, if chat wants to get in their guesses for the witch fight, you can go ahead now. I'm just going to go with the default LRL.
I'm gonna go left, right, right today. I'm feeling nasty. So the witch will appear on one of 2 sides, left or right. It is completely random.
Oh no, dude.
Well, not completely random. The odds for her switching sides are 70.
And he loses his power up on that 3rd one, unfortunately. So we're going to see a route change. Unless he wants to swim through Turtle 1.
I doubt if he swam through, the race would actually probably completely even out. It's that slow, so the route change we are gonna see is that he will very likely play Mario Zone 1 first, and then go to Turtle Zone with the bunny ears that he will pick up in this level.
So this is quite a
doesn't lose. Yeah, if malkuckn doesn't lose the bunny ears, he will catch up by about 15 to 20 seconds.
That was a very good first room for Spaceman, by the way. We mentioned the super jumps before, and he did one almost perfectly there. And you also want to do the rest of the jumps on the gears as fast as possible. And optimally, it's very hard to get through without like missing a buffer or something like that. But the way he did it was very good.
Yeah.
And Phil getting an L again, and an R? No, LLL.
Triple
Wow.
L. World record. That's somewhat rare, that's like 4.5%.
Yeah. Alright, so 4 coins there, and Spaceman goes over to Turtle 1. He's just gonna spam the flying ears button. It's the one labeled flying ears on your controller at 6 Hertz.
Correct. So Spaceman has that one level in Mario Zone cleared already, which malkuckn does not. So it looks like they're closer than they actually are right now.
Yeah, for just one level, this seems like a very neck and neck race right here.
Yeah, we're just not going to mention that Spaceman is one level ahead. So
right.
Very close race right here.
Maybe the game will forget as well. And
yeah, I've seen people just clear the already cleared level again.
Oh yeah,
let's not hope that Spaceman forgets.
We'll see. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to put anything in writing, but it may happen.
Spaceman.
Oh no!
Yeah. He had fast swim. He was just about to say positive things about his run.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate. That's going to set him back a little bit here.
Yeah, he's missing out on a couple of swimming strats that you can do only with the bunny ears. And he's also gonna miss out on 1 damage boost that he can do, or 1 iframe abuse.
So he takes it easy here on the stairs. There's a lot of turtle shells to worry about there.
Oh, Phil is actually taking the invincibility star there.
I really like that star.
It does lose some time to grab it, but it also saves some time by you being able to kill all of those Koopas and reducing a lot of lag.
Yeah, I mean there is a ton of lag generated there, and he got rid of that. I don't know how much time it actually loses if you do make it through as fast as possible with the star.
Spaceman takes damage on the first obstacle that I was mentioning earlier with the iframe abuse, so he has to play it very slow here with those two gates. You can see on Phil's side how much he caught up just by being able to take that damage, even though he grabbed the invincibility star.
Yeah, and he's gonna make it out of this level in about the same time that that Spaceman did. All right, nice little technical level here. You're gonna see.
Spaceman got a very good section there where he was able to like abuse his iframes through that one enemy. That is very, very tight. You have to not slow down at all.
Mm-hmm.
The one that malkuckn just jumped on. We see some fast swimming, some slow swimming on Spaceman's side again. Oh no, malkuckn took damage.
Oh, okay.
I assume he knows where the backup power up here is.
Yep, there it is. Just needs to jump over this or go beneath him.
Okay. Takes it safe.
Okay.
Spaceman made quick work of the boss in the meantime. Which is why you really want that fire flower. Otherwise you will have a very slow fight with the octopus.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, some of those fireballs didn't connect right away. Alright, so Spaceman's skipping that first level, using the one glitch that we know about to skip that level. That is allowed in the speedrun, which is when you lose your bunny ears to the witch fight.
Yeah. Oh, he takes damage twice on those spikes. That's interesting. Now he has to be a little bit more careful because there's a spiky section coming up here.
Doesn't quite get the tight jump, yeah. Phil in the gears level here is avoiding the super jumps and just taking the slightly longer route to make it consistent.
Yeah, the super jump that you have to get there is only has a 2-frame window, so I'm not blaming him in a race. He also said he has cold hands. So
yeah.
That could play a role.
Cold hands, it's the worst thing for a speedrunner. Besides no hands, that's probably worse. All right, so Spaceman. Yeah, more fluttering. He's gonna try to grab a power up as fast as possible here. You kind of get pushed forward and need to time that well, and yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so you might be wondering, well, he already had the bunny ears. Why did he lose them and pick them up again? On the bottom of the level, you could see those conveyor belts. And you want to run on them when they are in your favor, when they're going to the right, and you want to avoid them when they're going to the left.
Yeah, and both kill counts are pretty high at this point, both Spaceman's and Phil's. Phil's is very high for this level, so he's going to be careful about what he kills. Spaceman is just going to kill the 4 Goombas on the stairs, and then he just needs one more kill to get to his 99 kill count.
Yeah, if you're in the low 90s, it's manageable. You will lose some frames on the level that Spaceman is on right now, just due to lag, if you let some enemies live.
Optimally, what do you want, like 91 coming into this level?
Yeah, 91 is the optimal number. Then you can kill everything in your way. So he just has to avoid the very last Goomba here before the boss pipe, and he is golden with the kill count.
Okay, this first pig, very tight. Let's see if he gets the shots off. Yeah, that's pretty decent. These next two are a little bit easier. You can kind of just stand there and spam. But the problem with that first one is because it moves out and away from you. And you either have to take advantage of Mario jumping and then shooting immediately, or you have to somehow time the shot so that when the pig is coming down, you're connecting while the pig is coming down and kind of rolling away from you.
Yeah, malkuckn had some trouble there with getting the jump off the bullet bill. So then you have to go back to make it respawn. To not wait as long.
Alright, so here comes the castle.
Here comes the castle. If Spaceman knows where he is in the race, he could play it safe. The problem with playing it safe is usually that you're using strats that you're not used to, so... and bad things can happen in the castle. Like, it's a very difficult level.
Ooh, he gets the jump. Nice.
Yeah. To get the other jump, he gets it well.
Oh, but the only problem was he missed the window for the last one, so he did hit the big piranha plant. And the steps as well, that puts him back a little bit more. Back to the pig fight here for Phil. So you can see what happens when you just stand in place there. There's a chance that you'll miss a shot or two, which will mean that you have to worry about the pig coming back at you.
Yeah, also standing at the bottom there is not just a safety strat, it's also actually faster. If you kill the pigs very low, their killing animation ends earlier because they're only falling from the very bottom of the screen already. Spaceman is having a very solid castle after that small hiccup in the first and second room.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he is on... Maybe it's 767 pace, not 768.
He's just barely on 67 pace, yeah. The second Wario phase depends on an in-game timer or on a timer that is connected to the in-game time. And you want to enter the second Wario room on certain in-game times. Those ending in a 0, 4, or 8 to make Wario drop very quickly so you can jump on him very easily. And I think he's just off one of those frame rules. So he has to wait to 64. Oh, he goes on 66. That's not a pattern that will make him drop quickly.
Is it the middle one? No, it goes all the way to the corner. Yeah, that's quite slow. And gets small Mario, so he has to be careful here.
There's a power-up coming up, which he definitely grabs, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And time will be on the third hit, as we know.
2 and 3. GG to Spaceman. Finishes in 27:18-ish.
That's a solid race run. He didn't have any deaths, any really big hiccups.
Yeah, the biggest time loss, I guess, was the witch thing.
Yeah. And as we mentioned earlier, the witch detour loses about 15-ish seconds. So he would have been pretty close to his PB.
So Phil coming through the end of the castle here. He does also have 99 kills, so spin jump over here, grabs a star, and the next two rooms are of course trivial.
Yeah, let's have a look at his in-game time here. He's a little bit behind the pace that Spaceman was on. That's about... I think he's just shy of the 60. Ooh, takes damage from the chandelier falling. Goes on 58. So you will see that Wario drops down immediately now. Let's see if malkuckn takes advantage. Perfect.
There we go. Big Mario for the final phase. One, 2, and 3. GG. All right, so I'm going to check with these guys if either of them are interested in an interview. But I do want to take a look at the bracket. Well, while I'm waiting for the response. And I get a 502 bad gateway. That's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. It's back. Oh, here we go. Okay, so...
Hello.
And we have
Hello.
malkuckn with us. Hello, GG.
Thanks.
And I guess you're not too unhappy with how it went, but probably also a little bit disappointed that you lost. How did you see that race?
It was a great race from Spaceman that time. 27:18 is really nice. Yeah, other than that, I'm quite happy with my run. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. You can be like, if you take out that kind of silly death in tree zone, that early one, it would have been close to an actually good time for you.
Yeah, actually, I was a little confused by my timer not starting. I don't know what happened there, and that's where I died there. But other than that, I think the race was quite okay from my side. And losing against the 20s, sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Losing against a 27:18 is nothing to be to worry about. Like that, I'll take that loss.
That's what I'm supposed to tell you. But yeah, you are exactly right. That's a good time on Spaceman's end, and we have Spaceman with us. GG,
What's going on,
congrats
guys?
on the win.
GG.
Thank you. I appreciate it. GG to you too, Phil.
Thanks.
That was a great race.
That was a great race, and if you take out that unfortunate hit that you took on the witch, that would have been in PB range for you.
Yeah, that's seemed to be the case with a lot of my practices. Is get pretty close and have one thing go wrong, and that's how it goes.
Yeah, it had to be that thing today. That just kind of throws one off their rhythm, having to take that small detour. That always it annoys me when I get hit by the witch. It still happens to everyone, so it's always one of those things that you know that's one of the big things you want to avoid, and when it happens, and
Right. I'll definitely take it over a death, though.
yeah, certainly.
Yeah, the only two big mistakes I really saw there were the thing with the witch, and then in the Turtle 2 level, you lost your power up on one of the spikes.
Yeah, that was not a great Turtle 2.
Yeah, that
but-
swimming speed was too fast for you in the first room, so you swam those 3 pixels too far and hit that Gordo. It happens.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting because if you keep getting slow swimming speed there while you're practicing a full like IL, then it may throw you off balance if you do end up getting fast swimming into that area and you kind of realize that you get pushed into an enemy.
It really is the small things, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shows that you have it in you for the tournament. Maybe we will see you not making those 2 mistakes in the next one, and then it's in PB range again. That would be cool in the tournament.
I gotta join all the other people who's gotten PBs.
Yeah, we've had like, what, 3 PBs so far?
Not too
Been
bad.
pretty proficient this tournament so far. Also in preparation to, like, not just in the races themselves, several people have improved their PBs lately, or very recently.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to say about the race or anything related?
Yeah, thank you guys for commentating. I bet that was amazing commentary.
Yeah, sure. Always happy to be around for that.
I'd have to agree. The commentating was top notch.
Oh, you.
Yeah, that's mostly Deer. I say something and then I don't exactly say it correctly, and Deer corrects me, and that just keeps going on throughout the entire run.
Yeah, but then everybody
Whatever
likes
works.
you, and I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, it's like good cop, bad cop, you know.
So next for today, we will have Limestoners versus Pro A007 on 8 p.m. On 8 p.m. That's wrong. On SpeedGaming at 8 p.m. later tonight. And then there is a small gap, and we have Controller Head versus Octavia Sweets in 2 days, November 24th I can't talk today at 11 p.m.
Yeah, and I think we're just waiting for some stuff in the second chance bracket to just wrap up, and then we'll see the third round of the primary bracket go off.
Yeah, correct. We are, like the next couple of races we will see will be losers round. No, I mean second chance bracket, redemption bracket matches from that round 1, and then in about a week we should be onto the winners bracket again.
So with that, I guess we'll wrap this up. Thank you to both of our runners for doing a great match. Thank you for Deer for being here on commentary with me and providing a wealth of knowledge. And thanks to everyone in chat for watching and participating.
Yeah, thanks, Typo. Thanks, runners. Thanks, chat. And see you around for the other races.
Yeah, indeed.
Good night.
Bye.